Day. And let us begin. Feet, don't fail me now. You know what? I'm going to lift this camera up just a slight. I think that'll be helpful for now. And let's begin with our big inhale. Good. So I'm going to take a moment. Let my shoulders drop. I'm going to reach up from under my All right, let me start again slower. Underneath my rib cage, I'm going to lift up and I'm going to lean back and press my hips forward. Oh, I love a beautiful extension. Now, if you're doing this, you might want to tuck your chin down a little bit so you don't drop back in your neck. And then come back up all the way, bend in your knees, and let's cruise for 5. You guys ready? Let's go. Take it back 1 and lift up. And 2 and up. And 3, do a double bounce when you go. Bounce and then bounce again. Woo, last one of those. Bringing her up, bring those legs out. Ooh, here goes my fave. Stretch up and over. Now, if you have a really hard time with this one, again, you know you can drop the arms down underneath the shoulders. You can also go slightly wider and just see if that allows you to get a straight leg on it. And then let's do our bounces. So belly button in, relax the head, little fingertip bounces. Bounce, bounce. Woo, get that nice stretch in that lower back. 2 more bounces, and now you're ready. We're alternating. Flat and bounce. Flat back and bounce. Flat and bounce. 1 more. Flat and bounce. Stacking one hand over the other. We are porpoising. We're coming up, reaching out and away and down through right about the knees and coming on up. Ooh, looks so good. And through. And undulate through that spine. I love that word, undulate. We're unning the jewelate up and through. Last one, and then just hold there and press back. Relaxing the head, let their shoulders go to the back. Straight legs if you can. Really stretching it all out there. Now hands come behind the ankles. Elbows bend slightly and out to the side as you try to pull the torso in. Kind of think even flat back. And now hands in front of those legs. We're doing big figure eights. Side to side. Big figure eights. Now, as you're doing this, it just dawned on me. I'm lifting my head a little, so I'm just going to drop it. We know what that move feels like. So you don't really need to look up. I'm going to slightly bend my knees to roll myself up. That looks good, you guys. Doesn't that feel good? Let's bring our feet hip width apart. Good. And let's stretch her up. We're going to do our sides. And other hand here. Press up first and then do your over. Again, tucking the chin. You can look up. Just make sure that that head stays in alignment with your spine. Oh, so pretty. Everybody's, God, you guys, your posture looks so good there. Press the hand in the leg, press on up, both of them. Other hand down, reaching up and over. So yesterday in my regular class, we did these, but we had our feet out in a more of a heel together foot out. And that feels really interesting. Press in and come up. Just for ha-has, do this with me. Give yourself the heel together foot out. And as you're standing tall, I want you to connect and feel like ankles, knees, glutes, pull all the way up so you feel really tall. It's kind of like a Pilates posture. Let's do the same one. See if you feel it any differently. So we're going to come up, one hand down, reach up and over. It's a little different, isn't it? And you're looking up. The hand on the leg is really the one that's sort of working it for you. Now, as you're here, just for something fun, take this arm that's on the leg and bring it up and just touch fingertips. Fingertips. Good. And then just bring this arm out to here. Fingertips. And out. Let's bring this arm up all the way, and we'll go to the other side. It's just a little bit different way to do it. Notice if you feel different with the feet like this, because now you're not out right at a hip width ascent. So when you're together like this, anytime you have a super narrow stance, you can get in a little bit deeper. Now take this bottom arm up, fingertip, squeeze your glutes right there, and open. Actually, I probably should just bring the hand here. Squeeze the glutes and open. Good work. How about if we bring both arms together? Squeeze. Oh my gosh, I don't think I've been that stretched in forever. Take that top arm up. Woo! And we'll just keep the legs there. Go ahead and do this one. Side, 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 side. Now, how about if you do a bit of a hip bump? Bump the hip first and then come over. Come back up. Bump the hip and then lean. Bring the hip back and up. Just one more time. Bump hip, over, hip back, and up. Bump the hip, over, hip back, and up. Nice work. And bring them up and out. Big shoulder roll. Shake it all out. Shake it all out. Shake it all out. Beautiful, beautiful. And feet back in. We're going to do our big arms. You ready? Big arm up and back. Now notice, now that we're doing this, I feel really nice and loose on that with that turn. You might notice that. So anytime you change, let's go to the other arm. Change the distance that you have your feet, it will change everything, right? Because that's your foundation. The narrower or the closer your feet are, the less range of motion you'll have, but the more stretch you're going to get out of it. Very good. Bringing the hands here, we're going to cross in the front, cross and back, cross and back. I want to make sure I don't hit that booty kicker there. Cross and back, cross and back. One more, cross and back, and bringing the arms up to here, jazzing those fingers, pull it back. Ooh, so let's think about this, shoulders down and then back. Does that feel different? And now I also want you to think, you guys keep your hands there. This is a visual. You keep doing what you're doing. I want you to think about softening across here. Drop the shoulders, soften here. And notice when you soften across there, you're going to get a little bit more stretch out of it. How about some ups? So again, the ups are not shoulders. The ups are the tops of the arms. Beautiful. And fists, I'm just going to do some little circles back. Little circles back. Beautiful. All right, let's bring them to here and pulse forward. Pulsing forward, pulsing forward. Now, I sometimes go here, but it's actually here with the elbows out a little bit further. And then prayer, bring it up and back, up and back, up and back. So good. All right, you ready? Hold it up there. Just bending at the elbows. Get yourself a little bit of try going on there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good work. Let's just drop the arms. Drop those shoulders. Give yourself some nice little shoulder rolls. And then let's just bring the arms right up to here. Elbows in. Let's drop the shoulders first. Notice if you drop the shoulders, press those elbows, you get a different stretch. Up and around. Up and around. Up and around. Beautiful. 2 more like that. Excellent. Then just drop the arms. I'm not going to do the lats. Just drop that head. Melting the opposite shoulder down. If you want, you can take a palm so that it's to the floor, and you can just gently press down, feeling the tension and the energy go right down out of your palm. Tuck the chin before you lift, and I want you to feel like somebody's lifting you from the top of the head. Good, and then the other side, tuck the lifting top of the head and over, and you can press that one down. Ooh, and if you want a little more underneath or behind that earlobe, just lift the chin slightly. Ooh, so good, huh? Drop the chin, lift, looking over one shoulder. Good, and the other shoulder. Stretch that neck, because we know we're needing that one. And then one side, the other side. Go one more time. One more time to the center. Woo! Grab something to drink. Grab your bar, your chair, whatever you're using, and we're going to cruise. Top leg. I bet your sides feel good though, don't they? Mine do. That was a lot of side work, which is what we're going to need. All right, so here we go, top of leg. I'm going to put this hand here. You know, we're just holding steady. Both knees are straight ahead. Standing knee, which will be the inside, is straight. This one's out. So now I want you to right there think, give yourself a tilt right there. Belly button in. Keeping the tilt, I want you to lift that leg up all the way till you feel the stretch on the top here, but not in the hip flexor. So you're going to your place. Tilt more, belly button in. Now, you're going to do a point and a flex. Point, flex. Keep the tilt. Point, flex, point, flex, one more, point, flex, lift up a little bit more, keeping the tilt, and little bend stretches in a flex position. Bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Just notice what that feels like when you're doing it with a flex. Now pause, point, bend, stretch with a point, bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now just flex and point, flex and point, flex and point. Flex, pause, little up. Let's bring this outside arm up, little up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Can you balance? Pause. Good work. Take that leg back and stretch it out. Nice. Just a little different. It's interesting, isn't it, that you're going to get a different stretch always with a flex foot and a pointed because you're using different muscles. So I think that's always just kind of a fun thing to notice because it gives you more freedom to choose in other work that you do during the day on what works best for you. So toes forward, knees forward, put here, knee is straight ahead. Before you move, give yourself the tilt. Really tilt. If you're not sure if you're tilting, you can put your hands here, lower back belly, tilt. Belly button in. Make sure the shoulder and the hip. So in other words, you're not tilting, bringing the upper body forward. Not that I'm seeing anybody do that. And keeping that tilt slowly, knee straight ahead. Bring that leg up till you really feel a good stretch here, but you're not leaning back. Beautiful. All right, keep the tilt, ribs up. You ready? Flex and point. Flex, point. So really flex, feel the energy go through the heel, feel the energy go through your toes. Heel, toes, heel, toes. One more, heel, toes, heel, pause there. Little bend, stretch. Bend, stretch, keep your tilt, make sure you're not leaning forward or back. Reach, 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 really straighten behind that knee. Little tiny bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. No pause there. Tilt, lift the leg up a little higher, point, bend, stretch, bend, stretch, bend, stretch. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause, flex, little ups, ups, outside arm is up, little ups. Keep the tilt. You guys are looking good. You're dying, right? You're dying, you're dying, you're dying. Hold. Maggie's like, I'm dying. You're looking good though, girl. You're looking good. And bring it on down. Good to see you today. I'm glad you could join. Come on and kick out that leg. All right, so now we're doing booty. Of course, we know that. I'm going to bring my chair here. So you're going to see my booty as we get started with this one. This is a little bit of a combo of a couple of these that we do. One of them will be kind of like good dog. So you're going to have your feet in the V. Feet in the V. Give yourself a small bend. Shoulders are down. Taking that outside leg that you're going to work, you're going to take it to the side and back. So right there, I'm feeling it right here. So if you're not sure, pull it back until you feel that crater, okay? Now, bend the knee a little bit more than normal. Give a good tilt. Keep this hip forward towards the chair or your bar. Lift the leg up a little bit, and I want you to feel that thigh bone externally rotated in the socket, okay? And then you're going to take that knee, and you're going to lift off the ground a little bit, and you're just going to kind of do like a little wrap around, a little wrap around, a little wrap around. Now, it's hard to keep that hip forward and keep it down. So if you want to put your hand here, that's good, little wrap. Now, pause there. You're going to do a wrap and a tiny lift, a wrap. Tiny lift, a wrap, tiny lift. Give me 3 more. I'm dying. Yes, your standing leg is dying. Little wrap and lift. Last one. Little wrap and lift. Now flex, straighten the leg out, keep the hip down, little ups. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and cry. How are you? I didn't get to see you. Was it good? I know, but I'm telling you girls, my booty is up there. So this is a good thing. Let's go to the other side. I'm going to give you my tail one more time. All right, so you're standing nice, shoulders relaxed, bend the knee, take the other leg. It's kind of nice to kind of take it out to the side and then start to bring it back. It's either at a 5 or a 7, but you want to feel it right here in the crater. Now, hip forward one more time. Tilt under one more time, lift the leg up slightly and feel the whole thigh externally rotate in the socket. And then thinking about from the knee, little, almost like a circle, you're kind of bringing it, wrapping it around, wrap it around. Where are you feeling it? Oh, right in here. Give me 5, 4, yes, your standard dying. 3, keep it slightly bent. 2, keep the tail. 1, hold there. So now it's up, lift and wrap. Tiny lift, little wrap. Tiny lift, little wrap. One more, tiny lift, little wrap. Let's flex, little up, up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it on down. Sorry I didn't get to see you guys, but I thought it was more important that you saw me. Woohoo! Shake it out. Let's do one of these. Get that booty a good shaking. Yes. This booty shake is like really powerful, actually. All right, now we did so much side stretching because we're going to do our big stretch at the bar. You ready? Or your chair. So here we go. You're wide to start. Hand is on whatever your surface is. You're going to come off this inside. Oh yeah, you guys know it. Outside arm is up. And you are lifting up first. That's really important. I want you to feel the lift from the ribs. Then shift that hip up and over. Now you stay there. This is a visual. Inside leg. Slight bend. Turn it, right? So your knee is facing the floor. Little taps. Little tap. Little tap. How far, much further over can you get your hip into the center of the room? Oh boy, you look good. You guys look so good. All right, now you're doing an up, up, up. So now my toes aren't touching the floor, but I'm doing those little ups, up. 6, 5, 4, 3. See, at this point, I bet you can come that hip out even further and just bend straightens. Give me 5, bend straighten. 4, even more with that hip. 3, 2, 1, pause. I'm not going to flex today, and bring it all the way up and over. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. How can you not cinch? It's almost impossible. Let's go to the other side. So wide. Good work. Outside arm. Reaches up. Start to bring it over, hands here, and then just slide that inside leg out. You're really trying to get that hip out as far as you can with this arm up. Standing this inside leg, slight bend, and turn it so the knee is facing the floor, little taps. Tap, 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 tap. Now, how about this, you guys, as you're doing it? My standing leg, I'm going to press down into my big toe ball joint. So try that. Now, little ups. I'm mean, aren't I? Up. But that will stabilize that stander and you'll feel it even more. Good. Now you're up. Little bend stretches. Bend stretch. Bend stretch. Bend stretch. Give me 5. I'm sweating. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause and bring it up. Did anybody try the big toe ball joint press? Isn't that wild? That will stabilize that. Trisha's like, no, I didn't think I would do that. Okay, no problem. All right, now we're going to go on the ground. We're going to do just a few genies. Don't leave. Do not leave. Top back. Side of leg genies. Okay, here we go. Now, again, you can always do your genies with your hands touching the chair. Okay. The key to the genies is, one of the keys is to not lean forward. So you might want to have your hands on the back of the chair. Good, legs are wide. You're only lifting a couple of inches booty off of there. Now really curl under. And then just release. Curl under, release. Curl under, release. Curl, release. 2 more. Curl, release. Last one. Curl, release, and drop down. Take a moment, even just the drop down. Boy, I feel that stretch across the top of my knees. Now we're going to lift up just a little bit, and we're going to do a figure 8 with your hips. Okay, you can do this. So tiny lift off the booty. Give yourself, you have to kind of focus, right? Little figure 8s with those hips. Yes, keep your tilt though. Lean back a little bit more if you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop it on down. I won't make us do any more. You guys dying? But boy, that stretches it out in the top of the knees. I know when I can see Pam M. when she's like, okay, that's enough. It's enough. I got it. All right, you guys, beautiful work. Let's bring our legs out straight in front of us. We're going to do a little bit of a stretch here. good work. So legs just straight out. You're sitting tall on your bones as much as you can. You're pressing the back of the knees into the ground. And when you do that, those little bounces, you're going to see the heels lift. So just do a few little bounces and then give yourself a nice ankle rotation the other way. Super, in the other way one more time. Good, good. I'm not going to do pelvic floor play today. Those are really good. You can do those on your own. We're going to get up and we're going to do some calves, some calves. Woo, some calves, some calves. All right, let's do some calves in our plie position. I won't do a whole lot. I will be kind to us today. Good, so nice little bend of the knee. You can put your hand on here, not. Sometimes just to make sure that you're really focused on the calf, it's nice to not worry about balance. Beautiful. All right, so let's do this. Just a little lift of the heels. Now, you want to feel all your ball joints, okay? Drop down to wherever you can. Back is flat. Drop the heels down to the ground. Straighten it up. So that's our combo. Little lift, bend, drop, straighten. Little lift, bend, drop, straighten. Little lift, bend, drop them and straighten. Little lift, bend, drop, straighten. Now we're going to switch. Go down, lift. Now on this one, you can lift a little higher if you can, like a stiletto heel. Stretch it up. Drop the heel. All right, you can put the hand here, whatever feels good to you. So bend it down, lift the heels, stretch it up, drop the heels, bend, lift high, stretch, drop, bend, lift the heels, stretch, drop. One more time, bend, lift, stretch, drop. Good work. Now go down to low, little heel lifts. See if you can heel lift without having the head go up and down. You certainly can. Give me 5, 4, drop, 3, drop, 2, drop, 1, and stretch. Ta-da, very good. Let's do a stretch at the bar anyway. So I'm going to bring it out. Yep, stretching it. You can hinge slightly forward at the hips to really press into whatever surface you have and press through that back heel. I'm not doing anything fancy. You just feel what feels good to you for this stretch. Bring the legs together and then the other side. And really lift the heel and press it down. See if you can really reach through the back of that knee. So it's kind of the same thing. Lift the heel, drop it down, and bring yourself back up. All right, super, super. Now, it is time for serious vibes. Let's bring our feet together today. So I need something to drink, you guys. I'm getting a little dry. All right, we're going to do parallel feet. So feet are together. Now, something I want to mention that I think will help you, especially with knees if you have any issues. When we put our feet together, it's actually the big toe ball joints touch. Your heels are actually out slightly wider, a little bit away. See how that feels as you lift all the way up into a stiletto. See with the heels out. Good, but your knees are going to be together. Your back is flat, but you're not tilted. Keeping the knees together. Take it down. Where's your low place? Good. Press the knees. Come up a little. Drop down a little. Now I'm high on my stilettos. Up a little, down a little. Pressing the knees. Up a little, down a little. Up a little, down a little. Give me 3 more. Up, down, up. Stay in that low zone. Last one. Good. Now pausing there. We're tilting under. So it's an in and out. And in and out. And in and out. In, out. Pressing knees. In, out. You're doing great. In, out. Let's go straight up. Stretch it up. Oh, doesn't that feel good? Now, keeping the stilettos, knees together to here. We're going to do a little hip. So I want you to just use your hands. Hip and hip. Hip and hip. Hip and hip. Hip, 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 hip. Give me 5, 4. Knees stay together. 3, 2, 1. I'm ready to cry. Come on up. Let's drop those heels, kick out those legs. Anybody else to find that challenging? All right, we're coming back up. Thank you for that feedback. All right, we're going to come back up again. Up high, knees together. Good. Give me a nice knee bend. Again, you're not tilted, but bring that belly button in. Now, arm out. You ready? Knees, knees. Side to side. Now notice my upper body's not moving. My knees are together and they're moving. So you're also getting waist. Give me 5, 4, 3, little dancey, 2, and 1. Let's stretch it back up again. Now we're going to go back down again. Hang in there with me. Keep the knees together. Take it down. I want you to open the knees, close them. Open, close, open, close. 5. I'm up on my 5s, aren't I? 4, 3, 2. Woo, am I feeling it? 1. Nice. Press it up and kick them out. I've had enough. Anybody else had enough of those for today? Thank you. Let's go. Let's stretch it out then. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. Just let that go. Pressing through the back. Again, you can have these legs out in a wide position. You can bring them together and stretch. Whatever feels good to you, you can do both. Nice. Let's take a moment and bring that leg up onto the bar or the chair seat, whatever works for you. Lifting up, coming on over, and give yourself some nice bend stretches. Bend stretch. Always so good to stretch it all out, lengthening those muscles again. We don't want to do too many of those little pulses, right? You want some, and then we lengthen. And then I'm going to drop that down, and I'm going to bring this my hand to my foot. Good. Knees are towards each other. When you do this, think about pressing your inner thighs towards each other, and then tuck. The knee is going back. See, pressing the thighs towards each other will help you not bring that leg out of an alignment. And drop it. Let's go to the other side. Stretching ourselves up. Lift that leg. Come on over. Oh, hello to the hams. Hello, hams. Bend and stretch. Bend and stretch. Bend, stretch. Bend, stretch. Woo, loving it. Bend, stretch. Good. And then I'm going to let that one drop down, grabbing on to my toes. Knees together, pressing inner thighs, giving a tilt. And you can also press the foot into the hand. Press the foot into the hand, thigh bones together, tilt. That's a pretty nice stretch on that front quad. Nice work, you guys. All right, now we're going to do a few kind of little push-ups. You can do it on the bar. You can do it on the seat of your chair. I'm not going to go all the way to the ground for these. So for those of you that have wrist issues, when you do it on a chair, it doesn't hurt the wrist as much. So how do we do it? You want to stand a little close to the chair, putting one hand down, the other. Now again, wrist bothers you, wide fingers, and create a suction cup with the palms as you're down there. That will take pressure off your wrist. Okay, so if you have wrist issues, do that. Now, before you go anywhere then, shift your weight. So your elbow wrist is right over the shoulder. Now, once you're there then, draw the belly button up towards the spine and start to walk the legs back to the place where you have a nice flat back. So here you are in your beautiful plank. Shoulders slide down, chin tucks, you're lifting from the top of your head. Now just bend the elbows a little bit in towards the body, and then with your palms, press away. Bend those elbows in, press away. Bend those elbows in, press away. You guys look beautiful. Everybody looks beautiful. Press and lift. Give me 3 more. I know you can. Down and up, down and up. 1 more. Down and up. I'm going to do something else. If you have to come up to, I'm going to take one leg and I'm going to cross it at the ankle over the other one. Straight arms. And I'm just going to slightly pulse my hips down just a little bit. It's just a stretch. And then you can shift. If this is too much for you, you come up. It's perfect. Nice. And then I'm going to lift my tail, drop my heels, come down into that nice flat back stretch, and push yourself up. How'd you guys do? Kind of fun to do a little bit more upper body, right? We're going down. Now, grab your ball if you have it and want to use it. We're going to do feet on a chair. Feet on a chair or feet on a wall, even better. I think I'll drop my camera a little bit now to make it easy. So when you get feet on a chair, you're just going, if you want to use the ball, and why would we use the ball? Let's talk about why that would make sense. We use the ball because it will help stabilize. You're going to think about pressing that ball in with your shins. It stabilizes the hips. So as we're doing these, the whole hip isn't moving along with it, right? So we want to stabilize the hips, especially when we do waist wigglers. So everything that's working is rib cage. All right, so feet's up. I'm going to put this ball in between my shins. Okay, at the shins, ankle, shins. We don't have to be super specific. But once you're here, you can arch the back and get your tilt. So you start to feel that arch and tilt. Everybody in position. Yeah, you guys look great. Okay, so before we do anything now, let's connect those inner muscles. So let's take the hips, your sit bones, sorry, I lost it there. Let's close them towards each other right away. Can't you feel the lower back? Then you're gonna take pubic bone and tailbone, pull it to the center. Now I really feel lower back. Now I'm gonna do even more tilt. Beautiful, we're gonna lift and grip. So chin drops down a little bit towards my chest, and all I'm gonna think about here, I'm gonna press the ball. I'm just lifting my shoulders. Shoulders, hands behind wherever that is, elbows are out wide, and I'm just doing little ticks. So I'm thinking pubic bone and rib cage are touching towards each other. And I'm squeezing that ball. I'm squeezing the ball up, up, up. Every time you come up, think belly button to the ground, belly button to the ground, press the ball. 5, 4, 3, 2. Now don't drop down. Just let one hand come down, the other hand come down. Good. And the arms are just coming forward towards the chair. But keep the tilt. Belly button down. Remember not to lift higher than the bottom of your bra strap. In, in, in. Beautiful. 5, 4, hang in there with me. 3, press the belly button in. 2, 1, and let those arms come back down. Drop down, arch the back or release. Super good. Now we're going to do the straight up flat back. So before you do it, the arms are going to come right up from your shoulders. Before you do it, think everything, inner thighs, everything come in. Tilt. Good. Chin is tucked, but you're not going to lift the head. All you're doing is lifting shoulders. The arms are up. Little up, little up. You're going straight up. And every time you lift up, what happens? Belly button presses down. Make sure you can feel both hip bones on the ground. 5, 4, 3, nice work. 2, press the ball. Now I want you to lift one shoulder higher than the other shoulder. 1 up. Other up, almost like you're climbing a rope. And as you're doing it, you're pressing that ball to really stabilize in that hip. And up, and up. Give it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and drop yourself down. Woo! And release on out. Super good. All right, you guys ready? We're going again. Yes, we are. Let's tilt and grip. So go ahead and give yourself a tilt. Chin tucks, only shoulders lift. Then one hand behind the head, the other behind the head. Elbows wide. Chin is tucked. Little ups. Up, up. Really press that belly button down. Keep the elbows wide. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, if you can, hold it up there. I want you to release behind the head. Hands together, elbows together. You're like this, elbows together. Can you bring it in? In, so the elbows are together, in. Beautiful little fold, fold. Squeeze the ball, fold in. 5, boy, I'm feeling this. 3, you guys. 2, 1, pause, 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 and let it drop. Woo, and arch it out. You're doing so good. All right, we're just gonna do one more side to side. So we're gonna do some waist wigglers. Let's do it this way. All right, so let's go ahead, put your hands, I'm just trying to think of the easiest way to do it. Put your hands up. Can you guys cross and put your hands on your shoulder blades? If you can't get to shoulder blades, just do shoulders. It's okay. If you can do blades, even better. Tilt and grip. Lift up shoulders. Good, and shoulder blades. So you're just going to have your hands on the shoulder blades. You're lifting one shoulder, the other shoulder, one shoulder, the other shoulder. Up, up, up. Now, press the ball. These are the waist wigglers, so you only want to work at those ribs, but when your hands are right there, it's challenging. Good. Give me 5. Keep pressing lower back. 3, pressing ball. 2, 1, and drop it on down. Arms up. Oh, okay, I've had enough. Let's drop the legs down on the ground. The ball will go out. You don't need the ball for this one. We're going to do elephants. Alrighty, righty. We can lift and grip. I'm just going to put my hands behind my head and go ahead and do your big tilt. Really feel it, inner muscles and outer. Lift shoulders. And are you ready? We're elephanting. Keep the elbows wide. 1 elephant, 2 elephant. Remember, you're not dropping down. You're only coming up. 4 elephant, 5 elephant. Really press that belly button down. 7 elephant, 8, 9. My eyeballs are looking at that belly. I got to really press it down. 10, 11, 12. Good work. Now let those knees open. You can drop them a little further in front of you. Palms together. We're coming through. Here we go. 1, 2. Really press that lower back. 3, 4. Arms are straight. 5, 6, 7. So good. 8. You guys look great. 9, 10. Let's bring it on down. Oh, and give yourself a good spine stretch. Woo, you hung in there with me. Now just notice, you guys, that now you've been doing it a while, right? So you know the move now. The neck muscles are starting to get a little stronger. You're starting to get even deeper into the tilt. So we don't even have to do a whole lot more as you continue to get more out of it. And I'd love to know if you can kind of start to feel it. I am. Let's roll over on our sides. Beautiful. We're doing banana. So again, if you have that ball, looks like everybody has the ball. You're going to love it to use the ball here. It really makes a difference. All right, so we're going to get ourselves, where should the ball be? Right like at the hip waist. Okay, so you're coming down. Let's get ourselves in position. And you have to kind of stabilize it in there so you're not rolling on the ball. It's holding your waist up away from the floor. So elbow under shoulder, hand there. Knees slightly bent, a little in front of the hip. Top hand, go ahead and roll that hip forward so you'll feel it. So you're really stretching up, even off the ball, and you're here. Nice. Now you can put the hand here or keep it here, whatever works. Lift the top leg up, slight bend. Roll that hip down towards the floor just a little bit. Then you can put the hand here if you want, or here. And just take that leg back, keeping it hip high. Keeping it hip high. Back, back. Back. Oh my goodness. Give me 5, 4. Remember, you're doing it from like the thigh bone and the knee. Good. Pause there. Slight bend. Now from the knee, okay, hip and knee. Lift, lift, lift. Now with that ball there and you lift it up on that upper body, now you should feel it in here. Yes, yes. Loving it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now straighten that top leg, drop it down to the ground and lift. Down and lift. Down. Now notice is when you lift, press that top hip forward, drop and lift. Who's cinching in their waist? Give me, I'm not going to do 5. Let's go 4, 3. I hate being so predictable. 2 and 1. Now just pause it there, slight bend, little up. So I'm just going to go up for 10 fast. You ready? 1, 2. Keep pulling up away from the floor. 7, 8, 9, 10. Pause and drop it. Oh, show me where you're feeling it, girls. Yes. Excellent. The ball is helpful, isn't it? The ball is helpful. Now, move it outside. We're going to do a few Plutos, and then we're going to do the other side. Okay, we're going to shift it up just a little bit. Some Plutos here. So the knees are out. Oh, Renee. So here we go. I'm going to put my hands a little in front. Elbows are up. Fingertips slightly facing the center. I'm lifting my booty. I'm bending those elbows and dropping that chin. I'm going chin, chest, hips, and then I'm pressing up. Oh, get that beautiful extension and let the booty go back again. Good. And it's chin, chest, hips. Straighten the legs and press her up. Nice, girls. Take it back again. Let's go one more time. Chin, chest, pulling it all up. Stretch. Oh, I love it. Hips down a little more if you can. And last one. Booty back. Good. Chin is almost touching. Chest is there. Booty is up. Now you're going to press through those palms to stretch up. Oh, and take it on back. Nice work, you guys. Woo, very good. Now we're going to go to the other side. Was that a break? That wasn't much of a break, was it? Okay. Elbow underneath that shoulder. Ball at your side. Slight bend to the knees. Stretching it up. Good top hand. I'm going to just do that a little bit. I'm going to press this top hand up. Great. Everybody, there you are. Lifting that top leg. Beautiful. Let's take it back a little. Back. How far can you go? And you're sort of getting that top hip. Push it a little forward as you go back. So that's a really nice psoas stretch as well, which is kind of like why I like starting there. Good. Now pause there. Whoop, I'm rolling on my ball. Really stretch up from here anyway, and little ups. Up. So think about lifting from the knee. The knee and the ankle are straight. You don't even think about them. So you don't want to straighten them. Good. 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 All right. Nice work, you guys. Now straighten that top leg. Drop and lift. Drop and lift the leg. And every time you lift, see if you can also get your torso up off the ball a little bit. Up, drop, lift, floor lift, floor lift, floor lift. 3, 2, 1. Now pause it up there. Now remember, you have a slight bend in the knee. You're lifting from the knee. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and bring it on down. Oh, show me where you're feeling it. You're feeling it in all the right places. I know you are. All right, now bring that one away. Excellent. We're going to do a little bit more abs sitting here. So I'm just going to come to here. Come up tall on the bones to start. You can put your hands wherever they will work here. Feet are hip distance. Move it to here. Now relax that lower back. And as you roll down in a rounded position, the feet will come with you. Just let them come up so that you get all the way down. When you're there, you've got a nice flat back. And then drop the feet, drop the upper body. Good work. Hands, let's just bring your arms down. We're going to inhale. You can release and then get your tilt. Let's do it one more time. Release and tilt. So all the internal muscles are pulling in. You're pulling up. Good. Tuck the chin. We're lifting and gripping. Elbows out. Lift and grip. Really press down lower back and little pulses. Good. So really also, for me, it helps to feel my front pubic bone almost coming up, trying to meet the rib cage. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now one arm goes down, the other arm goes down. Now we're going to swim or dance, I guess. One arm up the other. Make it lyrical. What does that mean? Like drop the hands there at the wrist. Beautiful. Woo! Notice when one arm comes up, how challenging that is. It's challenging in that position. Beautiful, beautiful. Take your hands behind your head now. Good. Drop that head weight in. Tuck the chin, elbows wide. Bring your feet up into a tabletop. Press the lower back. Beautiful. Just prance. One leg drops, the other leg drops. Keep the lower back pressing. Try not to change the angle of the legs. You're just dropping and pressing that lower back on the ground. 2 more each side. Last one each side. Good work. Keep the tabletop, but you can drop your upper body if you need to. Big inhale. On the exhale, you're going to tilt again. Tilt and lift. Good. Drop the feet down now close to your tail. You've tilted and lifted. Lift the heels. You're on your ball joints. Walk 1 foot away from the body, the other foot away. That foot comes in and foot in. So it's an away and away and in and in and away and away and in and in. One more time. Away, away, and in and in. Good. Drop the heels. Take your left leg, stretch it out in front of you, press lower back. Take the left arm out. You're going to stay up and little bend straightens of both the leg and the arm. Then stretch, then stretch. Now your chin is slightly tucked. You're looking through those legs. The opposite elbow is pressing out. Give me 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bend that one in. Stretch the other one. You're ready. Keep pressing lower back. Lift. Then stretch. Then stretch. Then stretch. Beautiful work. Then stretch. Look at you guys. 5, 4, 3, 2. Press the lower back. 1. And drop it on down. Woo. Bring those arms above your head. Arch the tail. Oh, good. Stretch up one side and the other. Super good. And roll on your side. Oh, it looks like we gotta finish up. I know you're so sad about that. Let's do a little tummy time. So we're gonna be on our bellies, little on our bellies. Good. You're gonna cross your hands. Your forehead will be on your hands. Good. Just pressing those hips a little bit. Let's do some flutters today. So your chin is tucked, your forehead can be on the ground or lifted slightly. Both arms are above the head. Ready? Press your hips down, legs lift, arms lift, and flutter. Just little flutters. Good. The legs are kind of externally rotated. Oh, you guys, this is so funny. My legs are going all to the side, to one side. Boy, that shows me where my muscle imbalance is. And drop on down. Good. Now hands are pressing against your side. We'll just do 2 extensions. Chin is tucked. Press those palms against the leg. Lift the upper body and the legs. Press in, squeeze between your shoulder blades. Pause. Good. And allow it to drop. And last one, you ready? Press hips down. Upper body lifts, legs lift. Press the palms in. 2, 3, 4, and allow it to drop. Hands by your shoulders, press. Come on up. Let's go back into child's pose. Let's shift those hips to the right as the arms walk to the left. Yes, yes. And switch sides to the other side. I really love that stretch. It feels so good, doesn't it? Up and over to the other side. And up and over. Good. And then just come back. We're going to do the outside leg stretch. So just bring your legs out. Good. You can flex those feet, hinge forward, whatever kind of stretch works for you. I love doing the flex foot here and the knee pressing down as you really get a lengthening all through here. And then if you point, you feel it a little differently. Right? That's another way to test. Shortened muscles when you flex. Lengthening when you point. Good work. I'm going to bring my big balloon up here so we can kind of get a side. Turn to one leg and up and over. Oh yeah, sweet. You guys did a beautiful job today. I love watching because now that you know it, come on up and turn. It's like now your form looks really nice and now you can really start to focus on, oh, what am I feeling? How can I lengthen and strengthen into that? And then, of course, I'll change it up once again because we need to keep challenging the brain too. Good work. Now let's just do a swoosh to one side. Bring that arm up and a swoosh to the other side. Good. I'm just going to swoosh to the center. Bring my legs together. Good. Pinkies out to the side a little bit. Come up and hinge over and get that beautiful lengthening of your spine. You can tuck your chin a little bit and just see where you're at. Then with your upper body, you're going to come straight up. You can lean back a little to come off the bones. Come back up again, just one more time, and forward. Super good. And bring it up. Now I'm just going to roll on my back with the crossed legs to do a little bit of lower back release. And then we'll be good to go. So I'm going to roll onto my back, cross at the knees cross, hands behind the head. You can bring the elbows up, tuck, and just little knees to elbows, little knees to elbows. Good. Now pause there. Open the legs, open the elbows, switch the leg that was in front, elbows close, and again, in, 2, 3. We're going to do that just one more time. Open the legs, open the elbows, close, switch the legs, elbows in, 1, 2, and 3. Drop it all the way down, elbows open, roll to your side. You did it. Nice work, you guys. A good 50-minute class. Wow.